Be the reason someone smiles today. It could be a kind gesture like holding the door open for someone. You will notice when you do nice things for others how it will increase your happiness. Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and welcome. So what I want to work on today with you guys is, let's play with some magazines or some flyers that you get in the mail. Some fun junk mail envelopes, and packaging. So we all have this packaging for sure. So let's put that over to the side and let's start off our day with a fun quote and some inspirational words. So let's see. Some stuff I wrote in my journal. Just a quick thing here. So, art heals the soul. Tammy's thoughts. We are not alone. The art process heals the soul. It has therapeutic benefits, well-being benefits, and it really does. It gives you something fun to look forward to just kind of put your heart and soul into it. And, you know, like, you don't have to do it fast. You don't have to, like, hurry up and get it done. It's just something that you can just slowly work on and just get inspired. I mean, that's what it's all about, you know. Just doing a project is like an inhale and an exhale. I mean, it really is. So you just inhale and you just exhale, and you just like I say with my slow stitching, you know, it's just, you breathe in and you just kind of just let it go and let it flow. I mean, really. So we are all creative beings, no matter what form of art we choose. I mean, that's really true. Any kind of art, like, I mean, you could do drawing, you could do painting, you could do sculpting, you could do junk journaling. I mean, just writing is very therapeutic. Art journaling, where you do all the above in your journal, that's why I love art journaling. It's very versatile, and you can do a lot of art in it. I mean, really, and expressing yourselves, and, you know, just getting it all out, getting it all down on paper is, or, you know, or even fabric where you're stitching or knitting or crocheting or anything like that. I mean, you're just getting out anything that's built up, and it's just very therapeutic. It really is. Whatever makes your heart sing. I mean, really, you know, like even organizing and getting like I was just doing, I was getting everything ready and getting everything organized for a video, and just, you know, kind of cleaning up some stuff, and it just makes you feel good just to tidy up, you know, and just get prepared for the day. It's just all part of the process. I mean, really. And then, you know, focus on one thing at a time so you don't get overwhelmed. I mean, I should follow my own advice here, because I really do have like 5 projects going at a time, but I try to, you know, have one where I have one out in the living room where I sit and, you know, listen to music or watch TV or just relax. So I have like hand stitching and stuff in there, and then I come in here and do some art journaling and, you know, some drawing, some painting, stuff like that. So it's kind of keep it like separate, and maybe in separate places that helps too. So you're not overwhelmed with just a pile of projects that are halfway finished, you know. Okay. And the quote of the day is, wherever you go, go with all your heart. And that's Confucius. So that is the quote of the day. And let's get started. So I have my Amazon packaging that I am getting cut to size, and getting my magazine in there and just drawing around it to see how it fits in there, and then just cutting it to size. And these little rollies I have here are great. It's a whole kit that you can get from Home Depot. And you can keep your acrylic paints in there and then put them in a Ziploc bag, and they last forever. Like, there was a couple months I had paint in there, and it's still good. So now I'm just painting with a Yoo-hoo stick, or not painting, I'm gluing with my Yoo-hoo stick here, and just doing like 3 to 4 pages together, just for the thickness of it, to make some signatures and stuff. So you want to go ahead and just thicken up your magazine pages by gluing them together. And this works really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and just paint the pages with some acrylic paint. I'm using the white acrylic on the little rolly, and then just taking my heat gun and using it in between so my pages don't stick together when I flip them over. Okay, so while that's all drying over there, I want to show you guys some fun things that we're going to incorporate into our fun little junk journal here. Okay, so what I have is, I'm thinking of taking my sanding block that I just got at Home Depot or any hardware store, and I want to sand some of the papers down. I think that'd look kind of really cool in the background. So I'm going to keep that on hand. Okay. I have some fun die cuts from my Cricut machine, and I just have some puzzle pieces and different things. So those would be fun to incorporate. Stuff like that. I got my inks. So, you know, I got some black soot, walnut stain, crackling campfire, vintage photo, and then antique linen. Okay. Then some fun markers. I just got these at just my local craft store. So this is gold. I think that'll look really cool on the black pages. Like, really cool. And then white, some gel pens to do some journaling with, or drawing, or anything like that. Some daubers, just some makeup little brushes to go with our inkers, or ink, or oxide actually. And some fun little things just to add in there, like, you know, put these somewhere in there with, I want to do this little envelope, maybe a little flip out. Okay. So just some little ephemera things that you have hanging around. That's pretty much what this pile is. So these are fun to put in there, to do some journaling on, just to incorporate stuff like this all throughout. Some fun stickers, things like that, some little labels, some more stickers. So different things like this are going to be great just to incorporate. And I love the butterflies and stuff. Okay. And this little booklet is really cool. So it's just got all this fun, neat things on it. So these would be cool just to, you know, you could put these down and do some journaling on top of it too. And more fun, just little papers. Okay, so those will be incorporated somehow. Also, I want to use some of my grease pens or grease pencils. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. These are great. These are fun to do some writing and stuff with. So incorporate some of those. And I got some extra just scrap book paper. So it's like cardstock. And these would be great just to put down and do some, oh, did I bring it over? Do some stamping on, like do some decorative. Just, I got my crows, some birds, some tickets, some little dandelions with some sayings on it, and some words here. Those are always fun. And then this one I did on a cork. I just wanted to show you guys. It's fun if you want to take some of your Fabrifix glue or even a hot glue gun, and you can glue stamps onto a cork, which I think is really fun. Some stencils, which I think I want to play with the cover with some crows and some a feather or something like that. I know, I just grabbed a bunch of things out. Some alphabets, in case you want to do some fun words throughout. Some washi tape. I love the gold. I think that'd be fun to play with. So just different washi tapes. Some Tim Holtz, just fabric tape. Okay. So I went and grabbed some fabrics. These are some fun fabrics that I might incorporate throughout. I could do some just hand slow stitching on them, or you don't have to. But I think these would be fun to incorporate and do some fabric pages or flips with them, because they're really fun. I mean, look at how cool these are. Aren't they neat? So I might take a couple and just, you know, probably off video and do just a little hand stitching, just some slow stitching on them. And then I will incorporate some of that in there too. But anything else you guys can think of, I mean, if you guys are enjoying this video, please hit the like button. That helps me get out there much further to have other people see how to make this fun little journal. And comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. I mean, if you guys have another idea or any other things to incorporate, which I'm sure you do. Oh, and I just have some permanent ink here too to do stamping with. Let me know. Comment down below. I love to hear from you guys. I mean, look, I forgot about this. I know I just got stuff everywhere. So I got crackle paste and then texture paste. So those are fun to play with too, just to get a little, you know, some stuff. And then I also brought out some paints, you know, just acrylics. Got my white, blue, some shimmery black, some gold, things like that. And then I even got my Rit dye, which is just a fabric dye I've showed you guys before. Yeah. So it's just a concentrated liquid, and it comes in the rainbow of colors, so many colors. And you just water it down, and you can put it into a spritz bottle. And it's for fabrics, papers, anything like that too, but this would be fun just to kind of maybe spritz around on stuff. Would be kind of cool. Okay, so if you guys can think of anything else, comment down below, and let's talk about it and, you know, get more ideas for sure. So it's a new day in the craft room today, and we are going to work on our journal. I think it should be dry. Of course, it should be dry. We got it all painted yesterday, and now I want to work on the cover and see how far we get today. So this is my messy table that I work on, and it's got a shower curtain, so this is awesome, just to be able to do and make a mess on it, and it doesn't really matter. And then you can either flip this over and use the other side, and then just throw it out when you're all done. So. Okay, so I'm just looking through, and this is all dry. So I just sat it up like this overnight, just like that, and just made sure that the pages weren't touching and stuff. And then here's the cover. Okay. So let's go work on the cover for a little bit. I'm like, I'm definitely going to find something to do with it, and I found it today. So what I want to do is I cut these in 15-inch strips, and I'm going to use them as a closure. So here's our journal. This is the inside, and I'm going to do that good side facing out. I'll go in about 2 inches, yeah, 2 inches in the middle-ish. Take my Fabrifix glue, and I'm just gonna do a little glue down here. I'm also thinking I want to incorporate sewing, and that's optional. You guys don't have to do that. But throughout maybe the signature and stuff, some of the pages that I glued together are coming up. So I'm thinking if I do a quick sew on the pages and a cool sewing around the edge of this, I think would look nice too. So we'll get there. We'll get there. So I'm just doing the good side facing out and just gluing it down. So you can go like this to line it up. And then we're going to be covering these up too with the signature that goes inside. You guys will see when we get there. It's going to be pretty cool. Okay, so we got our closure. Now, these are pretty, they fray at the end. So what I was thinking would be fun to take our big beads here. And they should be down in the links below. Just some big, I have big wooden beads. I got different varieties and stuff like that. They're really fun to play with. So what I'm thinking is, let's just pop one in the end of it here and see how that looks. Because I don't want it to just keep fraying. Yep, got my skewer. My handy little skewer here. I use this for all kinds of stuff. Okay. it through. You could bring it all the way through, tie a knot, but I'm wondering if we can just get it through here like that and then just glue. Well, let's see here. Let's play around with it for a second before we commit. You just have to make your closure longer, thinking about your knot at the end here, because it's going to take up an inch or so, or a couple inches. So I'm just folding it in half, and then just going to tie it. And just bring it down here. There, we can just do that. And then we don't need any glue involved at all. So there we go. So I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side. So you can use any kind of lace, or just take some fabric and rip it, and anything like that will work for closure. Okay, so I think those turned out really cool. I really love the inside of these too. Isn't that fun? Just that. You can see all the sewing, and then there's the outside. Okay, so I think those are going to make great little closures. Now, let's work on the front cover, or actually the whole cover, because what I want to do is, you know, before we take our stencil and do this, I want to go to my sewing machine and sew around. I think I'm going to do, see if I have some gold. I want to see if I have some gold thread. But yeah, I'm just going to do a zigzag stitch just all the way around, just to give it a cool decorative feel. Also, I wanted to tell you guys, if you want to keep the pockets up top, then just, you know, sew around and keep the pockets on top. I'm not going to keep the pockets. I'm going to go ahead and just sew them, but you could have some fun little things to put into those. So that's up to you. So I have rainbow. I think that would be kind of fun. So I don't know which one I want to do, but I'm leaning towards this one. That would look cool, huh? Okay, well, let's put that in the sewing machine. So I'm just adding the rainbow thread to my sewing machine. And then I decided to take the bobbin and put a yellow thread at the bottom for the bobbin. And I'm just doing a zigzag stitch all the way around and making sure that my closure is out of the way so I don't sew it behind or anything. And then I just take some acrylic paints, or just the white acrylic paint, and I'm rolling the feather on, the little feather stencil, and then going over and sewing my magazine pages together, because I think that's going to help a lot, just to get the pages sewn together so they're not coming undone or anything. Spread your wings and fly. This is your journey. So I went ahead and did that with my little paint marker here, just the gold. And after I stenciled the feather down, I just went ahead and used the rolly here and just went in between and just did some fun little gold marks and dots and lines, and it's just so therapeutic just to go through and do all that. It's fun. Okay, so I got that done. I did the sewing all around the edges, which turned out really cool. I went ahead and I wanted to show you guys this. So I sewed all this together. Okay, and I wanted to show you that I did this to the front. So the two front pages of any of your magazine that you're going to use, just leave them so there's just one page each. Okay, and then I reinforced it with some just extra fabric here. just some scrap fabric, because you're not going to see this when we get it all bound in. So I just took some fabric and some Fabrifix glue and just glued it down really good and just stuck it all down because it was starting to rip a little bit right here. So depending on how your magazine is, maybe yours is like a lot more stiff. Mine's just a little flimsy little booklet here. So what I did is, see, this is just the front page by itself. Did some sewing just all around, and I took about 3 or 4 pages just together and sewed them. And then I did a ghost print here. After I rolled on and did this one, I took my stencil over and just turned it the other way and did a ghost print. So I thought that turned out cool. So that's all I did, is just went through and did some sewing on each all the way around. So I think that's going to be good for today, and next time will be how I add the signature into our journal, and we'll do some decorating on the pages. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational, and if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.